Rec League Podcast. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family, tell your haters. Available on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, Breaker, and Stitcher. At Rec League Podcast on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. At Rec League Pod on Twitter. Episode 31 coming soon. Yo, whether you watching this from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in my Instagram or YouTube itself. What up, world? So I just watched Richard Jewell. It is the latest true dramatic based on Clint Eastwood directed, man. It stars Paul Walter Hauser, Sam Rockwell, Kathy Bates, Olivia Wilde, John Hamm, and of course it is directed by Clint Eastwood. He has directed such features as the classics Unforgiven, Million Dollar Baby. He has directed recently The Mule, Sully, American Sniper, which I feel like borders on classic, J. Edgar. And if you want to get a shout out in my review of Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker, stay tuned to the end of the video to figure out how you can do that. So, you got Richard Jewell. He is running security. I want to be as respectful as I can, but he's got a white polo on that says security. He's got his pass. He's got his ID badge, but nobody takes him serious. He discovers a suspicious backpack at the 96 Olympic concert in Centennial Park. And after a couple days of shine and praise, it comes out that the FBI is investigating him as their lead suspect. And then it's up to him and his attorney, Sam Rockwell, to clear his name. This is another one I was interested in, man. You know, a movie based on true events, and my interest peaks. Clint Eastwood, like I said earlier, has classics. This decade, he has a bunch of very interesting movies. J. Edgar is interesting. Sully is interesting. I Don't Hate Jersey Boys. And they're all good, they're all interesting, but they're all these performances are good. The story is interesting, attention grabbing, but at the same time, can we just get to the point? And that's kind of how I felt watching this. Paul Walter Hauser deserves praise. I think he was one of the Canadian Mounties in Super Troopers 2. And then I'm sure he played a redneck KKK member in Black Klansman, but I couldn't tell you who those characters were. He acts his ass off in this movie. He's it feels like there's something a little wrong with him. His relation, at the very beginning of the movie, he establishes a relationship with Sam Rockwell, and he the way that he portrays this guy, I wonder if this is how the guy was in real life, because he kids today use this term try hard, and he was a bit of a try hard, but he was a bit of let's go above and beyond to the point that it's excessive. You know what I'm saying? And there's one character that really tries to throw him under the bus. That character is a bitch. I'll say that character is a bitch in real life. Cause that whole scene was unnecessary for the portion of the investigation. And then I think there's controversy over the past couple weeks about Olivia Wilde's character. She is the reporter for the Atlanta newspaper that broke the story about him being investigated, and that newspaper came out and it was the portrayal of her is blah 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 blah. I would almost guarantee that she did with what she's portrayed in the movie. R.I.P. But facts are facts. And the paper wanted to come out and be like, this is a total fabrication. The movie makes your newspaper look bad. That's all you're trying to do is save face for your paper, not for that journalist. John Hamm is good. He's the FBI agent that gets the most focus, and I still feel like John Hamm is one of the most underappreciated actors working. And then you got Kathy Bates as his mom is low key heartbreaking. Like the performances, man. Sam Rockwell is the MVP. Sam Rockwell has been knocking it out of the park in everything he's been in lately. I really enjoyed this movie for the performances, for the story. Something happens toward the end that kind of hit me emotionally. But like I said, like the biggest flaw with this movie is perhaps pacing is the word, but like it's great performances, interesting story. Dude did not deserve what happened, and it's kind of bullshit on the part of the investigators how long it took to actually catch the person responsible, but it's still like, can we just get to the point? So, with all that being said, in my opinion, I will say that Richard Jewell is almost dope. Have you seen Richard Jewell? What did you think about it? Positive, negative, somewhere in between, man. Let me know. What's your favorite movie over the past 10 years? I'm going to put a cap on it. So no Unforgiven, no $1 Million Baby. Over the past 10 years, directed by Clint Eastwood. If you want that shout out in my review of Star Wars, how much will Jumanji The Next Level make opening weekend? Be the first, be the closest. Get your guesses in by noon Central Time Sunday, and you get shouted. I've recently posted reviews. This feels like my first review in a really long time. I've recently posted reviews for Knives Out, Frozen, 21 Bridges, A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, The Irishman. I want to watch Six Underground. I probably won't review it on YouTube. Check my letterbox for that. I want to see Star Wars, like I said. If Bombshell comes to my theater, I'll watch that. I have a Jumanji review right around the corner. Spies in Disguise on Christmas. And then just end of the year videos, man. A complete Blu-ray collection update is coming. My 3 favorite movies of the fourth quarter. My favorite movies of the year. Most anticipated next year. Talking Christmas movies on the podcast. Future podcast episodes will be top 5 of the year, top 5 of the decade, top 5 most anticipated, a first quarter preview, man. Like, subscribe, comment. Find me where you find me, man. Don't know where to find me. Watch these credits. Peace.